making her own sunshine. There is the beautiful Chelsea Basham, 101.5 FM. It is coming up to about 13 minutes to 7. You're Tracy the Big D with a little bit of country, bit of comedy, and of course we have the crossover.
And of course, a little bit of sunshine, Chelsea Basham. Well, some people were glad to see the end of the sunshine for today.
Nice to see a bit of rain.
About 13 mil of rain in southeast Queensland, and that's the first rain we've seen for about 2.5 months. So much needed in the Sunshine State, that's for sure. There's a gentleman that we're playing a little bit of his music over the last couple of weeks, and we thought we'd find a little bit more about him and find out a little bit behind the album as well. The album, of course, is Here to Forget, and joining us on the line now is Ross McGregor. G'day, Ross. How are you?
How you going, mate?
Yeah, really well. Now, you're basically an overnight success after about 20 or 30 years, mate.
I guess you could say that.
Mate, you've a good background in country music, and is this your first album or your second album?
That's the first full album. I did do a little 4-track EP back in 2002 with Herman Kayback. So called So Long Mama. Okay,
so this is the full. Why the delay between 2002 for an EP and now for an album?
Well, at that time I had a few other things in the works, and financially I couldn't sort of do it at that time.
Yeah, it's really hard. A lot of people don't realise just exactly how expensive this is to make albums and things
Not
like
cheap.
that. No, that's for sure. And what I actually did to introduce yourself to Darren was he loves the song Driving My Life Away, because he never sings that. He's driving his wife away. And I played it, and he goes, "Oh, that's awesome! Who's doing that?" And it's Ross McGregor, and that's how we sort of stumbled across this one here for Here to Forget.
Yeah, it's a good old Eddie Rabbitt song.
Now, I notice that it says here featuring the Tiara award-winning track "Drinking Tequila" that always gets people going. The tequila drinkers. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Yeah, that's a new song that was written by a good friend of mine, Malcolm Wood, who's the lead guitarist in a 5-piece band that I'm in as well, called Summerland Kings. Mal had that song in a rough demo that he gave me early last year when I was putting stuff together for the album. And I went into the studio with Rob, and we worked on the song, and I rearranged the song and came up with what's on the album.
Now,
it's a really good song. Every time we play it at our shows, it goes over.
People get, Well, when you listen to the whole album, it's the sort of album that you could actually play from one right through to the end, and you could play that as one of your sets and one of your gigs, because everyone can get up and dance to all those songs, whether they be slow, fast. It's a really good, I suppose, a wave of songs.
Oh, thanks for that. So it took about 6 months to put it all together. Like even just the order of the songs and that, I took a lot of time thinking about the song order and what songs to go on it. Some of those songs are songs I've been singing for most of my life.
Now, you mentioned Rob Wilson, because people up here would know Rob for his music, because we do play a fair bit of Rob's stuff there. What's it like working with Rob himself?
Oh, he's really good. I learned a lot of stuff in the studio with Rob.
I can imagine he'd be a bit of a character as well.
Yeah, well, we worked on the songs together and the arrangements for the songs. I picked out all the musicians to play on it because I knew most of them. Tommy Grasso did all the pedal steel. He's probably one of the top 3 pedal steel players in Australia. Bill Chambers played dobro on a couple of tracks, which was the first track on the album, What Was My Heart Thinking, and the new single, Big Rig Wheels. And Mick Orbeck did all the fiddle work. He's probably one of the top fiddle players in Australia.
Yeah, you know the name. Everyone knows the name Mick Orbeck, and
Jeff McCormack played the bass on it.
Yeah, well, that doesn't hurt either. Now, there's a bit of a mecca, if you like, for the Central Coast there, isn't it?
There's a lot of
country artists
musicians live up here.
Yeah, and of course we met Rob when we were down there at Port Stephens and caught up with Rob there, and it really has become a great local venue for country artists.
I've known Rob for about 15 years or so, but only knew him before as a singer himself, but not as a producer. But he's getting a lot of recognition now for that.
And he can play a guitar too, just quietly.
Yeah, he's pretty good on the guitar.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, Ross, mate, what's on the road for you? Upcoming gigs and that sort of stuff?
Last Saturday, the 6th of October, we just did a big show, the Reg Lindsay tribute show, which is called The Night with the Stars. That was held up at East Cessnock Bowling Club, and I did that with the Summerland Kings band, and we played for Wayne Horsburgh on that.
Now, the single
really good.
The single that we've got at the moment is, of course, Big Rig Wheels. Tell us a little bit about that one and how you got that one together.
Yeah, well, that was another demo song I got from Mel Wood, and he sort of had the song half finished, so we sat down and worked on the song, took it to Rob's studio, and we rearranged it in there and came out as it is on the album. It's a great song.
When you say rearrange, is it like something that you sort of go in, do you have your set idea and the other guys might sort of move it around?
Mel had a song on a demo, like a rough demo that he had. He gave it to me and I took it up the studio with Rob and we sat down, worked on the song. I had an idea in my head of how I wanted to sort of do the song, so we just rearranged the song as it was on the demo, because they were songs that hadn't come out before, they were just demos that Mel had recorded at home sort of thing, so came out as it did on the album, and he was really pleased with it when he heard it. We play that song in our Summerland King shows.
I was going to say, with the whole band and that, how would you describe, if someone said to you, okay, Ross McGregor and with the Sunderland Band, what is your, because country music today has such a big genre, are you modern country, are you country rock, how would you say your sound is?
Probably towards honky tonk, because I've grown up listening to a lot of that sort of stuff, but also like artists like Roy Orbison and Elvis and
you
Jerry
must get up there
and all that sort of stuff.
And there's a Rick Nelson song on there too. So
which was So Long Mama.
Yeah, so it's all there. All right, Ross, it's been great to catch up with you. If people want to find out more, maybe grab a copy of this. The website's the best place to go. www.rossgaymcgregor.com. And if they want to get hold of the album, because it's not in the shops, they can just contact me at info@rossgaymcgregor.com. There you go. So any of that, if you missed any of that, folks, you can give us a call here at the station. Contact Tracy on Facebook and she'll put you in touch with Ross. We're going to go out now with the current single, Big Red Wheels. So
Big Rig Wheels.
Big Rig Wheels. I can't read my own writing. I thought it was a Wiggles song for a second.
Have you guys heard of Tex Morton?
Yes.
Well, his son is in our band.
Oh, really?
Bob Morton, who was in one of the Summerland Kings members, he's Tex's son.
It's a small world, isn't it?
So
Bob's a very good harp player, percussionist. So it's an interesting band. It's a 5-piece band.
Well, we want to see you guys up in Queensland soon.
Well,
if you want to hear a sample of what we did as the Summerland Kings, we did a little 4-track EP called Fade Away back in 2008. And I put the title track of that song on the CRS compilations, and that came out on number 127.
127, because you got some stuff there on CRS. Oh, actually, when it was NFS back in 71 or something, 81. Was it NFS 81 or 71?
The first one I did was around the time of So Long Mama.
Yeah, I think that was around the 71 or an 81. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, but if you want to get an idea of the King's sound, number 127, which has got the Fade Away song on that.
Well, we're going to have to investigate that. I've got that right here.
Ross, thanks very much for your time. We're going to go out now with Big Rig Wheels, 101.5 FM. Good on you. Thanks, Ross McGregor.
Okay, mate.